Hi y'all, Tracy with Trials of a Long-Haired Girl here. I am going to attempt yet again another Cook With Me. Or probably it'll go up on Wednesday, so it'll be a What's Cooking Wednesday. I am going to make a chicken fajita soup. So we are going to need chicken breast, which, to be honest, I am using a couple cans of chicken. It's really not as much chicken as I would like, but it's what I have on hand. I have chicken cooking in the oven, but it was not even close to being done, and I don't want to mix raw chicken and cooked chicken. I don't want to do that. This calls for 1 teaspoon of olive oil, but I'm not going to put olive oil in there. I'm just going to spray the bottom of my pan with some avocado oil. Then calls for 2 bell peppers and 1 onion. So what I did was I just cut up. I had 6 bell peppers, so you will see there's a mix in there. There's some yellow, there's some orange, there's some green, there's some red. And then I mixed in the onion in there since I just need to saute that together. So that's about 1/3 of the onions that I cut up. I cut 6 onions, so that's about 1/3 of the, I'm sorry, 1/3 of the tomatoes of bell pepper. Jeez Louise. Okay, and then drained black beans. And this actually calls for a 15-ounce can of fire roasted tomatoes, but I decided I'm going to use some Rotel. So I'm using 2 cans of Rotel. This whole container of chicken broth. It calls for 1 fajita seasoning packet. I don't have any fajita seasoning packet, so I'm gonna just wing it. And then it also calls for brown rice, but I'm going to use the brown rice that my husband cooked for me. So yeah, oh, and garlic. I need to get my garlic out of the freezer, or out of the refrigerator. But yeah, that is the beginning of our recipe. So let me grab my garlic and my seasonings, and we'll get started in putting this together. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my avocado spray. I'm just going to spray a little bit in the bottom of my pan. And it says to, on medium heat, add the oil, the chopped bell pepper. So in goes my chopped bell pepper and my onion. Much quieter if I just do this with my fingers. Yeah, this is the first time I've made this recipe, so I'm hoping it turns out well. And a spoon for garlic. This calls for 4 cloves, and 1/2 teaspoon is approximately a clove. So 4 teaspoons. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I just need to let this cook for a minute, or according to this, 3 to 5 minutes, until my bell pepper and my onions soften. I already have my black beans draining, or that are drained and rinsed, sitting in my sink. I don't know about y'all, I really enjoy chicken fajitas, so I'm hoping this is going to be good. I love soup when the weather's cold, so I'm hoping that this will be really good. What is the weather like where y'all are? It's supposed to get pretty cold here tonight, but I'm really hoping that this soup tomorrow, and I believe I will put the specific points for all of the plans up, but I believe, if memory serves, that this will be 0 points, at least on the purple plan, which is what I follow. Just go for another couple minutes or another minute or two, and because it looks like my stuff is starting to soften up. Okay. And like I said, I'm putting in 2 cans of Rotel because it just sounded good to me. So, since I don't have any of the fire roasted tomatoes that it calls for, we're gonna do the Rotel. And you know what? I think it'll also give it an extra layer of flavor because it's got the diced chilies in it. So, okay. And then here are my black beans and my chicken, and my canned chicken that I drained. Break up my chicken a little bit. It's not going to be extremely chickeny, but like I said, I'm okay with that. At least this time I'm going to know, you know, after trying it, whether or not I actually like it. Okay. And the original recipe said to cook it for 20 minutes, but since I'm not cooking my chicken, okay, so I just used taco seasoning because I've got it sitting right here. Okay. I am going to put a cup of rice in. Give me just a minute. Okay, so apologies, I had a little difficulty with my rice, but I put about a cup of rice in here. And I used, like I said, I used my cooked rice because I have some, and I might as well use it up. It's a whole grain brown rice. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on this bad boy. Not the right lid. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let this simmer away for about 15, well, you know what? We're gonna say 20 minutes. And then I'll be back to show you what. Okay, so it has been simmering here for about 20 minutes. It looks really good. My husband took a little taste of it and said that it tasted really good. So I think I am going to let this just cool off. And, I mean, well, there's not just a ton of chicken. I told him I feel like I could put a little more, another can of beans in here and it'd be really good. But look at that. That's a pretty good looking soup right there. We got a little bit of rice, a little bit of beans, and some chicken, bell pepper, onion, all those tasty flavors that we love when we have fajitas. So I'm looking forward to having this. I just finished checking on the green plan. Here, I'll let you see me again for a minute. On the green plan, it is 4 points. On the blue plan, it is 1 point. And on the purple plan, which is what I'm on, it is 0 smart points. I am probably going to pair mine with a half a serving of sour cream and a half a serving of some of the Trader Joe's Light 3 cheese blend, which will, you know, I mean, that will make my lunch, I think, 2 points, maybe. And if I have, you know, that still leaves me room to have a tortilla or maybe some tortilla chips that I can crunch up in there. That's what I did with my taco soup today. And I really didn't feel like eating the whole serving, but I did because it was there. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. Give it a try. I'll let you know for sure after I try it how good it is. But it smells amazing. Anyway, hope y'all have a great one.